Defender 2 here. I'd like to show you my hunting and base survival kit. If all else hits the fan and you have to really carry everything you can with you, obviously you're looking at around about 25 kilos here, but spread about on various arm strappings and strappings. I'd like to take you through this particular pack first, because I have a major pack which obviously has a lot more features in it, which will allow me to just disappear for around about 20 days with food, if the need had to be. But obviously this is my main sort of hunting come survival pack, which if all else fails I'd rely on these here. I do carry self-defense equipment. I'll go through that first, because obviously that's an issue which you would obviously have to consider yourself. First, in this particular bag we have a rifle, 2.2, standard fare, good enough for rabbit shooting, bird shooting. I also have a flexible bow and arrow set, not too bad. It does its job. Around about 500 rounds of ammunition in there, and I have some more ammunition in various packs across for the other ones as well. So as a general theme, that one is just the simple carry all. This has 3 fishing rods in it, capable of casting up to 4 to 5 ounce, which is I'm near the coast obviously, so you can imagine that is particularly a keen issue for me for survival. In here we just have 3 capsule fishing rods and a variety of all the kit that you would need to do sea fishing for a long period of time. I even have spare reels and issues which you'll see as the bag goes down. If the shit really hit the fan and I did have to just take a very small outfit, office set with all your details, iPad, solar power for the small iPhone, music to last a lifetime, and obviously sometimes a pack of cards, but obviously all the electronics and fitting in I'll show through one of these kits later on. I do have 2 because I do travel a fair bit abroad, so obviously I do carry various office kits which do vary in obviously capabilities and size, but as long as you've got entertainment and solar panels, which you'll see when we open up my own pack, we have it on the top. I would also always wear my variable belt. Yes, there is a pistol in there. Yes, this is really just a day pack for a lot of ammunition, spare real cartridges. It's got about a cartridge of around about 8 each one, so do have a fair few. Ammunition, straightforward, simple knife just for one. I don't actually have a long knife as yet. I am looking to see which one suits me. Would probably go in there, but in here at the moment we have torch, spare batteries and pen, a standard LED, good quality one, and in the end here was the pepper spray, mints, and some painkillers and some various stuff at the bottom which suit me. So that would always be worn with the equipment. Quick main pack. In here we have quite a few bungees. So inside this pack is a specially made tarp. I will show it later on, but it's been made specifically by a mountaineer. They are on sale, but unfortunately quite expensive. As I do other things, we made a swap. But in here I have a really good top grade tarpaulin, doubles up as emergency and quite a few things. Very rugged. There is a fold down mat in there, and there's some bits and pieces in there as well, wrapped up as tight as possible. Bear in mind this is really the worst case scenario kit. This is geared up for hunting, fishing really, more so than anything else, and survival. I will actually start off at this side. Here is a complete cooking system which is clip off. I have various all over the place. I do actually manufacture them themselves. These are multi-fuel cooking systems. I'll do a separate one on there, but in there pots, pans, fuel, knife, fork, spoon, tea, sugars, coffees. The actual cookers actually metamorphosize, if that's the right way of putting it. They expand so that you can put big pots on everything. But I will show you those there. This is just a guide through the kit so you can see how they're planned. Spare water bottle, let's try that side on here. As it's hunting and fishing, a lot of bait. There's artificial bait, special kits. Just my sea fishing alone. I don't know if that's actually in focus or anything there, but lasts me a long time. And I have so many other issues, more lighting. Obviously you divide things into lighting, shelter, warmth, food, all those, but in here we have all artificial baits, which if I can just save me digging, headlight as well. So lighting and general sort of quick hook area. I'm on the sort of hook really, because I do use this as a general fishing one. Second bucket down really is all about lures and pre-made up, because obviously I am a specialist fisherman, so obviously all my ready-made kits up there, because I have 3 rods, so obviously if I'm fishing for a group, we can, you know, string out quite a large. These are all good stocks for scissors, pens, and there's lighters and batteries at the bottom. Multi-kit of traces, so everything I would ever need for any type of sea fishing, rock fishing, estuary fishing. Because I don't really want to be eating freshwater fish, to be honest with you. Everybody keeps thinking, yeah, it's nice, I can go fishing, I've got a little fishing kit, but quite honestly and truthfully, you want to eat freshwater fish, that's your choice. But so I would be locating somewhere on the coastal side of things. I live in Medway, which is right near Rochester. So front 2 kits there gives you a guide, manual for quick fishing, quick from there. Breaking to the second packs, compression straps. I should also have mentioned in this kit here, I do actually have a slingshot and good ammunition. Always find these bottles are brilliant, you just crack them open, various types of bearings and stuff, loads in the bottom. And that's practice obviously makes perfect, so in there I have a hand warmer and various sort of even loads of cellophane, paper, some painkillers hidden away in the back there, always keep yourself hidden. Soya straw in there. In this pack all I do actually only carry is a sort of soya water straw, but actually in the main pack over there, obviously if I was taking it for a long period of time I had the choice. I can actually carry or transport both packs at once. I'll show you that a little bit later on, but in here, electronics again, solar panels, and all the electrics I would need, all the different fittings and stuff, pens, extra pens, a little bit more space in there at the moment, but one solar panel there and another one as well. WD-40 and saw, toolkits all up the back there, everything from little tiny shovel in that one as well, make toolkits and knives. A few bits and bobs in there, light sticks if I was desperate, batteries, loads of weight again, some batteries in there because they go with all most electrics, wipes, first aid kit, spare reel, weights at the bottom, carry quite a bit of weight, there's a bugbear. Intruder alarm type of entry systems as well. You can use these as both fishing and for security around the camp. I have about 3 of those, and the batteries that go with them around about it. Well, I've got a little recharger as well, so I can charge them every type of battery that I do use. I can try. So there's quite a bit in the bottom there, but obviously lots of carry bags. Always have lots of bags. Bait, it's plastic. I tend to take something like this with it to soil it again to make the scent come up again. So fishing is a key issue for me. Rabbit hunting, fishing is likely to be, you know, the only thing close at hand we're going to have for a while. And obviously then, I've got quite a few different sacks, but I tend to like the military ones because they go with all the gear that you wear with it and things like that. So in the main one here, does need sometimes a bit more opening here. I have lots of water collection systems, lazy, more bottles there, or food supply, around about 3 days. bars of chocolate, coffees, teas, quite a bit of supply all hidden all over the place with big water carriers and stuff like that. Over the back, cooking pot and pans, gloves, strainers, another first aid kit here on the front here, knives dotted all over the place, a few razors for on the go, a radio, wind-up radios with lights and torches. I've got quite a lot of lighting hidden away. Down the bottom is more clothing, thermals, and enough to equipment, saws, emergency toolkits, again hidden all over the place. Welcome back, folks. Defender 2 here. This is probably my main concern of a kit, a bug out kit, if I have to go on legs. Obviously the car's kitted out, water, fuel. It's not a big car, it's only a standard little car, but obviously I'm looking for a little Land Rover. That would be a much better choice at the end, but at the moment everything is still geared for around about loading in about 10 minutes. I do have to cater for at least maybe 1 or 2 other people. Depends if they want to actually leave or stay, depending on what they assess the situation themselves. My partner isn't as active in the field as myself, but obviously if I think she saw it was she's in the hospital environment, so she can see things are deteriorating. It's her call. But there is another pack which has various ladies' clothes and stuff in it, the same sort of things, but obviously on a much more lady scale that I have got. But obviously she would still have to pack that, so how long that takes is another good story. But this is the main pack I would normally always look to take. I can take both the hunting pack and this all here. A sneaky way of doing it is by using one of these big black suitcases. I can actually take the sides off there, fit that in there with the other bits on top, hide a few bits more in there, not so much, not too much, but enough. Put that one on the back, and still literally put that on top of the handle comes right up. Just tie that on, so I can carry that and this together. The only thing I do struggle with is the main fishing rods, but failing I can't take this, there is another fishing kit in there which still allow me to, obviously I would also still like to take one of these with me as well, one of the electronic, obviously your computer kits and stuff. I even have things like battery testers and stuff like that in this particular one here. There's so much gear in here, I would have to sort of really lay it out. It's all microdized. I've been lucky, I travel quite a lot around the world, so I've been able to sort of pick up a few things. But you might see a few things here which you may never have thought about before, because obviously experiencing things in Africa as well, in Kenya, I learned a few tricks which obviously you might think it's elaborate taking them, but when you need them, you know, you'll understand. Anyway, obviously I would always try and take rifle and bow and arrow set, which is in this one. Again, the belt, which I explained earlier. I think this is painful enough. I have had a few hit me from distance, and I certainly want to. You've got a 8-shot round in each one. I can load in around about 20 seconds. I'm not a bad shot, getting a little older now, but I've done a fair bit of shooting in my time, so at least I know what I'm aiming for, or aiming at. I have hunted a fair bit, and again, fairly good pack on here. As I said, 500 rounds, so it should sustain me for quite some time. Batteries, as you'll see, good kits of batteries and rechargeables all over. So over there, going this one first. I'll show you this one first. In here, reins, set reins, top and bottoms. You're saying, what the bloody hell has he got shin pads for here? I've had so many battered legs going through the woods and stuff like that, that I will put these on as soon as possible. You can drive in them, they don't really affect you too much. If I had to, I don't wear them, but the protection they give me going through the woods and stuff like that, you know, marvellous, and they're so lightweight. And like I say, this kit just goes like this. There's lots of bungees on it, because I use the bungees quickly, because tarp in the front there. This is a stick. I've got the old military one comes up here, but these go up nice and high, so I use that. But in here, wets, I do carry a pair of shit pants. You might laugh. That's a cold store box. That's come or go really. I do carry one of these, funny enough, because I want to take as much with me as I can, and I know it looks a bit, but that in the future, well, it's weight in gold. In here I have 3-season sleeping bag, quite a reasonable make. It's nice and warm. There's also half folding mat, a good inch bed one, very highly compressed at the moment. Inside there's also a solar shower. I even carry a pair of grippers. You know, they can be thrown if it gets a bit too much, but and inside there also, I think I've also got a few more water, a water straw in there, so I'll just pull it out if I need. It's gone down in there a little bit tight there, I'll pull it out later. And the other side is the mat there. There's a tube for the solar shower in there, just rolled up inside the bag, so it's all in there. It does take a little bit of work, but because it carries some bits that I really just love and need, I can carry the big bag here on the trolley as well. So worst case scenario, if I had to just take this and the rifles, and I wanted to take something else, I can use that for a little way. It does work actually quite well, these little trolleys. They're very strong. I use this going fishing. I've used it on the other one going fishing a lot of times, and it'll get me to whichever few bug out locations I can get to, which suit the circumstances that we might be facing. So in there, as I say, good one there. The only thing that's not shown here, that normally clips on here, is my Force 10 tent. It does sometimes come across the top here, strap across here. It's just a 2-man Force 10, reasonably good quality. But that's actually in the garden at the moment, having its spray for silicone to a little bit more proofing around some of the edges. This is obviously main pack design for very quick use. Lovely, these military packs, you can fit a lot in them, but water bottle, obviously good quality military tarp, tent, and the bottom there's cables, cords, you have pegs, everything you need as well. So I have a tent plus a good tarp. So one stainless steel one in here. In here, do like these because they are very good. Some washing towel in here, but this cooking kit in here, I'd have to show you to believe it. In there there's enough fuel. My cookers use, multi-cookers use micro cookers, but they use the minimalist amount of fuel to cook what you have. So there's a totally portable cooking set in this side, which has pots, pans, all interlinking with this. They're not on the marketplace. I will show you them. They are going to be available hopefully later on next year on the market themselves, but I am a cook. I love, you know, I learned in Africa, you know, you've got to have cooking, and if you've got pots, pans, grills, everything you might need, whatever type of food comes up, you can do it. I even have a little grill that slips down the side there, so you have a grill. There's a pot and pan, a good frying pan which folds all down. But cooking is always on the outside for me here, because obviously I don't want to be going all in the pack to be doing it all when I can just open that up, sort out a little bit of cooking straight away. Inside here we have a little bit extra. There's a rain cover straight away. Our toolkit section, sorry. Yes. I wonder where I put all that stuff. Loads and loads of bags. Always loads and loads of bags. But I've got a couple of kits in here which are quite gloves and stuff, and a few bits that are ready for this one. Don't use this one very often because obviously this is kept in reserve for main course, water. But I'd love to quickly show you this. It's a lovely kit. Instead of carrying too much stuff, in here I have it has a shovel. inside there. So you have a shovel, you have axe, not a brilliant axe but not too bad. All you do is you slide it onto the top there, push it down into place, and then you have axe. And then if you want, you have shovel, you have the shovel, but it gets even better. We make these, so I want a nice long knife to do a bit of in the fire, or you might want to say protection, or whatever you want to do. Nice long knife with there, you can see even better. The other one slides up underneath. I have another saw with a hacksaw. You can put the two in there if you want to. And there you go, nice little come and get me sort of thing. But obviously it's used for the purpose of sawing. But a really handy tool. I'm making a slightly better tubular handle for them. So they'll be a little bit more robust in the handle, because we did try chopping a little bit. It does put a bit of stress on this here. It's a bit too thin for comfort. So having another one of those made, but a really nice little individual kit. Does a lot of things in there, so it's supposed to go the other way around. You can see the hook clicks in the hole, and not a bad little axe. It'll get me through a lot of things. I've got another hand saws and stuff like that hidden away in there. So obviously I wanted to just quickly show that it's just so much less carry in terms of gear. A couple of knives in the bottom there, even things like this. Loads of toolkits, and one nice toolkit in particular. This one here, quite a good one. Little hammer on there as well, and a really good set of pliers and knives and everything like that. But I do find that one very useful for certain things. Gloves all over the place. There's some wire and some stripping wire and sawing wire in there as well. Oh goodness, this is absolutely, these pockets you can feel. Binoculars, super glue, things like that, rollers and tapes, things like that. More cord, quite a bit of cordage. Binoculars one, bigger set, not terrific. You might say, why is it right at the bottom? Because we've got another set up the top here. Yeah, so there's even some mints. There's more toolkits in the bottom there, a couple of Leathermans, but all different types really. But this I'll pack away a little later, takes a bit of time. Here we have another zip-off foldable full load kit. This is the one, that's the one if we're in camp and we're there a long time. That's got all the business in it. This is the quick format one. Very simply, just opens up in here. I love my tea, I'm a tea boy. So teas, coffees, sugars, milk, everything in that one. The cooker is inside another pot. I carry my fuel in here. I've watched Funky Prepper use virtually a whole pack of these to do a simple meal, whereas my systems you can do, you know, your tea, coffees with maybe one or two. Everything's about fuel efficiency for me, and I'm on the go. Lighting, everything in there. I have a light up the top here as well, which helps me if I need to, which just drops down if I'm trying to do things in the dark. There's loads of lighters in here, and a lot of these lighters also have lights on them as well, so a little bit of a light and water. But the cooker actually is in here. There's the cooker. This is one of the older ones. They all spring out, and so I can take whatever size. This is the Eco Spider. I can put my fuel and my bits. There's a special connection which puts my gas cylinder through as well, so I can put my gas unit on there. Quite a neat, unique little cooker. Fit into most of the type of top grade. This one is one of these ones is the Anodyne. This is Gellert's Ascent 2 kit. So it all fits inside there. There's quite a bit of stuff hidden away all over the place here. Obviously weight is a lot of key issue for a lot of, I'm not as young as obviously a lot of preppers might be out there. I'm a cockroach. I think he's around about 53, so I'm probably about his sort of area. But again, that's my clip-off one. If I need to, this is it. Bear in mind, this is main bug out bag. So you've got big tarps and lots of bits in there. There's quite a few ground sheets wrapped up tight in there. It's compressed as much as it can be. Then we come really to the main pack. I will pack this one away a little later because it does take a little bit of time. In the top, emergency stuff, always after, toilet roll, tissues, things, MP3 player and all the bits and pieces, lasers, lights, fantastic lighting, all rechargeable batteries from solar, absolutely excellent on the clip. Lighting loads of, can't be without lighting. Have a spy monocle, which is quite a powerful piece of equipment. You can just get that out quickly and not tapping too much. This is just a pocket I use to keep all bits and bobs in, and little bits of things which I need something a bit quick, like a wipe or I fancy a Lemsip. I've got food stashed away all over the place, and drinks and high energy drinks and isotonics and things like that. So that's just a little tiny general one. Very good clips in these things. In here I have some glasses, loads of packed full of sweets and things like these Fisherman's Friends. My glass cases in the back there. I have a special case full of cigarettes and cigarillos in there, which are about 30 of them, which would last me if I had 3 a day for a wee while without having some pleasure in life. Again, this is something which you really got to see inside to realise what's inside, but I then would obviously compress those off. There's so much more to show in bits, but I tend to actually have, because I'm actually keeping a close tab on weights on this, I do actually carry 14 days worth of food there, believe it or not. That is a very carefully considered pack there with everything from a lot of sweeteners, high calorie. I do carry around about 5 Mountain Warehouse, but that one have to be open. Big kit then comes next as medical, or some another warmer. This is an interesting one. Quickly, this is the solar power kits again, and in here a master fishing kit, battery charging, everything in here. There's our chargers, even testers, so I can test it. There's a master fishing kit in here with even one of those pen reels and rods and stuff all loaded. Again, artificial baits, so flat fishing probably more so with that one. You wouldn't be able to go for big cod with that, but the other side, sorry, was the solar panel electronic side in there, so a bit tight, but it all goes in neat and tidy. On top of that then, this is a master first aid kit here, and personal kit, all goes in one because I've got too many bags and boxes. Quick plasters and stuff out the front there if you need it, but in here there's 2 army trauma packs. This one's got literally everything in it there anyway. Blood clot, I lent it out. I've got to get 2 more blood clots. Yep, bloods, masks, another 2 kits specially made up, diarrhea kits, burns kits, dental kits. Quite a lot of kits, because obviously I learnt when I was in Africa, if you ain't got it, you can't get it anywhere else. There's my frying pan, nice one. It is a Swiss made one. So I literally can cook. There is a grill plate here. I do carry some specialist bits. My water purification is next. I do have a fair few. I do carry a lot of candles. Now they act as citronella bug cleansers. I put them in my cooker, and that candle will keep me alight, and it will make me a cup of tea all night long. Absolutely can't do without having as many of them. When you, as I said, bear in mind this is long term. This has got to get us to set up in a new environment, and obviously you don't know how long you're going to be staying there for. All the blah, but enough food for one person in there for 14 days. Now I have in here a solar wind up radio. That's in a hat. Weather one. Pretty reasonable one, it's got light on it as well again, and it charges up the phones, a secondary charger, backup to backups to backups, as they're all saying. And again, I'm carrying one of the Sawyers in here, another kit case, my bread making kit, cigarette papers, things like that, loads of water purification, but nice little kit they are. I've got loads of these sort of things dotted around all over the place, the water bottles, but I do use that as another quick kit in the bread tin. Loads of cigarettes. Now you might laugh at them, but there's 19 in each one of those packets, and they are very good. I've got quite a few of them stashed away all over the place, and a few other ones as well. I do actually have a secondary cooking kit, because that is packed with food and all food. In there, here's all the condiments, garlic oil, stuff like that. Those blackcurrant juice drinks are wonderful now, lots of orange stuff, and actually just cram packed with sugars and teas, coffees and stuff like that, and vitamins and vitamins. There's all that sort of stuff in here as well. I've got one course of, well, 2 sets of course of antibiotics and stuff like that, needles, but there's not much fluid for the needles, so they might have to go because there's not much use for them, I don't think, after that. Then it comes to clothing, lots of toilet stuff, loads of wipies, and I'm going to show you. Just to run through the pack again here, there was another rucksack in there as well, one of the tough little fold down ones, which means I can actually put all that into another rucksack, which does make life a little bit easier as well. Laugh at the egg box at your will, but I can at least transport eggs and be happy. Boots, carry 2 pair of boots, and in actual fact in the master pack here, as explained, there's slippers and another set of trainers, which are really soft and flat pack ones, which has been very useful, I found, as well. So obviously I can just literally go through again. You've got your cooking for quick straight away, so I can just stop anywhere and do what I want. Lighting is all in the top there. First aid is pretty much on the top there. Obviously toolkit and everything in there in the side here. Sorry, it's a bit dark. And obviously this side again full of cooking equipment and fuel and everything that I need to sustain over a long period. I mean, there's backups for backups, and again, good military tarp in there, very key to us as well as this is medic, so we have a lot of things in there. Yeah, breathing airways, collapsible down in that kit, in the main kit here. In the smaller kit there is a fair bit in there, but nowhere near as up to trauma, whereas obviously in the main kit here I've got trauma kit and everything like that, sutures, medical sutures, various sizes. So in this particular kit here, walking out with that one there, we would at least have good chance, terrific painkillers and stuff like that in there. I learned to carry absolutely everything with me in Kenya. A fishing rod kit that comes in the vehicle. In this one there are 5 rods, they're all micro rods, they're already geared up for going. There's 2 there, reeled up, everything, so they tend to go in the car. It's a very small kit, they're all collapsed down. I've taken that on many a trip with the kit that quickly described over here. I just wanted to show you, we do carry a lot of lanterns, wind-up lanterns. These are very good, very compact lanterns, these ones here. They're nice ones to use, they just can charge as well, so we've got a couple of those as well, dotted around the place. The kit there now obviously is ready to go at any time. I do use the fishing kit quite regularly anyway, I'm a very keen fisherman, so that is the master kit that I would use. And then over there you see the smaller portable one, which is the there's just 2 in there, not 3, and the rifle set. Just wanted to show you the actual kit all linked up on the trolley. It's pretty good. I can actually lift the trolley up there. Very portable and mobile. I can then obviously carry other things around me. As again, built to throw away, to maybe get to a position if you have to carry a great deal, but that literally does take all the weight off you. I have in Kenya with these, you know, your standard travel bags, carried 2 or taken 2 of those, about 20 kilos in each one. So obviously this now on the trolley does take a lot of weight, which means I can carry. Obviously I put away one of the computer kits. But we've got just a quick note on seeds, a pretty big variety there. That probably would do around about 5 acres, well, in what we would call intense farming. Obviously the idea is to produce as much crop as you can and save the seeds, and there's pot making equipment in boxes. I've got about 10 boxes like this. which are pretty much a key factor which will stash away.